Hey Cancerians, how you doing? This is your July love reading, answering the question, how does your partner feel about you? As I said, this is for Cancerians. If you enjoy the reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you'd like your own reading, you can email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. Yeah, I guess that's all that I need to say. I would also like to briefly apologize for me not doing the June readings, but there's thousands of readings out there. I'm sure that you were fine and didn't miss me too much. I know you didn't miss me too much. But yeah, if you did want, like, if you really did need a reading, just email me. Okay. So, base of the deck, Cancer, we've got the Nine of Wands. So it looks like you're being asked by the universe to hang on in there, to be strong, to be resilient, to not give up, to not be deterred by any past. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. Not be determined by any past failures, past disappointments, and to hang on in there. Don't give up. This may require you kind of digging really deep to achieve whatever it is you're setting out to achieve. So maybe we need to like dig really deep to find that strength to keep going. But yeah, it's really all about you and you pushing through, really. To clarify, we do have the Ace of Cups. Who doesn't want to see the Ace of Cups? And to further clarify, we've got the Eight of Wands. And then just after that, we've got the Prince of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles as well. So it looks really positive as we go back into the, sorry, as we go underneath the deck after shuffling. So yeah, this looks actually really positive. You know, these three cards together. This is like endurance for love, fighting for love, being sure about love, going head first into love. Being sure, that's really key, I think, for the Eight of Wands. Is like, it's about someone being quite confident, moving forward quite confidently towards love. So you're being asked to hang in there, and you're also being, I think, advised to fight for what you believe in. Like, if you believe in this love, if you really believe that it's going to work, and you really care about this person, it's saying, go for it. Like, make a decision, decide what it is that you think is important, and go for it. And don't be put off by anything that's happened in the past. And no, if you know this is what you want, Spirit is saying, go for it. That's what I've gathered so far. Let's see how the rest of the reading comes out. So we have got in the near past, very, very beautiful card, which is the Star card for your partner, clarified by the Hermit card. So your partner looks like he's had, or she has had, done a lot of soul searching, really come to understand what it is that's important to them, where they want to go in life, where they're going in life, what path they're on, who they are, all those kind of really deep questions. Like, what is the meaning of life? That's this card right here. What's the meaning of life card? You know, it's quite a deep card. And they seem to have really kind of developed their sense of what it means for them to be in the world and where they want to go and what they're doing, which has really kind of shaped their dreams for the future and has really given them a way to prioritize what they're going to work on and what they're not going to work on in the future. So if they're deciding that they want to be with you, it looks like they have given it a lot of thought. They really do know what they want. And they've got a very, they've got a long-term vision for the relationship and for themselves. And they're feeling very hopeful, very optimistic. They may see that at the moment, you guys are, maybe in the near past, your partner may have felt like there's nothing really here that shows me that we are going to be, like, we're going to be married, say, or we're going to have it, move in together. But this person can see the buddings of it. This person can see little inklings of hope, that's keeping them very, I think, situated where they are. They don't want to kind of move. Because I think you do, or the relationship does tie into their kind of long-term goals and what's really important to them. And we've got you with the Sun card here. I feel this card also asks you to be very honest with yourself, be very transparent as much as you can. This card again speaks about honesty, almost like a childlike, innocent type of honesty that you may need to acquire or keep. And that's, again, which ties in a lot with the Nine of Wands about, not carrying baggage, but being open-minded like a child would, being honest like a child would, not judging like a child would. No, sorry, like a child wouldn't judge. A child simply loves something, if it's good, if it's nice, if it's, they just like what they like, and they're not ashamed of it either. There's no shame in liking what you like. And yeah, but this image right here, I feel like you're asked to be honest with yourself, like look in the mirror, really be honest with yourself and see yourself for who you really are. What is it that you really want in this relationship? And it looks like in the near past, you've got some clarity around that with the Sun card. You may finally really realize what this person offers you, how you fit into this, and what you're bringing to the table, what your hopes and desires are, or what really makes you happy and excited. But you could also have felt very free in the near past. This relationship could have made you feel very free and upbeat, and like it could have made you feel very carefree like a child and very honest and open like a child. So I think in the near past, there's a lot of happiness and a lot of contentment, and yeah, just really good vibes, and a lot of hope for the future was given. It's very positive. Oh, it sounds like almost an idyllic start, really, really lovely, light, happy. You both felt like kids. You got him or her here like naked, you're naked, like everyone's just feeling like free, like honest and who they really are. So that's lovely. It's amazing. This person that you're speaking to could be a Virgo or an Aquarius. Okay. It could have also very recently been your birthday, the Sun card here. And I know that you're Cancerian, so yeah, obviously you're Cancerian, you're watching the video. But yeah, I think this might mean it may have been a recent celebration or something, or your birthday was near recently, and there's something good happened there. I don't know. You tell me. So we've got the Two of Swords here as to how your partner currently feels, which is maybe a bit of indecision because of maybe a third party, other people who were involved. So maybe, you just met, it's really lovely, you guys are cool, but you guys, as I said, there's an inkling of there being potential for a relationship, but I don't know if, like with the Star card, it's like, and even with the Sun card, it's like still very much in your thoughts. It may not be really physical yet, which is leaving your partner trying to figure out if this is real or if it's not real. That's how your partner feels right now with the Two of Swords. They're like, is this real? Is it not real? My emotions are telling me that this is good, and like my friends think that she or he's great, but what's really happening here? Am I getting carried away? It's that kind of Two of Swords. It's like, have I made the right decision? Am I just getting caught up? Because there may be other people still involved in your life, or in theirs, and they may be having to make a decision around that as well. So they might be feeling very hopeful, and maybe you really fit into their life plans, but they may be still entertaining other people, even if it is this light, like flirtatious kind of thing. and nothing serious, there still are other people involved, I think, and this person has to make a decision. But this needs to be from them. Again, this person could be a Virgo. They always kind of go within. They're quite, need their hermit time to, yeah. This person, I think, is definitely a Virgo, I think. They need to kind of go within and really think about what is really true and what's, if this is really going to work for them. Okay, then we've got you here as the Prince of Cups, and I always think this guy's a player to an extent. Yeah, he can be really in love, but he's in love for like 6 months, and then something else catches his eye, and then he's in love with that. He's in love with everything, this guy, and that is fun. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is a great place to be in. It's fun for like 6 months, yeah, or a year, but or a teenager, or an adult who just likes to have fun. Not all of us are boring like me. So yeah, I feel like you're kind of playing the field, you're kind of out there, you're having fun. Yeah, you believe in love, but you may, this is what the Three of Cups might be about. It may be interpreted as you kind of still talking to other people, entertaining other people, not really making any commitments to anyone, and you're kind of here and everywhere, kind of, and your partner may feel like a third wheel. So therefore, it's like, don't know, let me just stand back and wait to see what happens. This could also be you expressing how you feel to someone. You could actually be saying to them, like, look, I genuinely like you and I'm going to pursue you. Or you might not say that directly. You might say it with your actions. You might say it with many ways. But ultimately, you are expressing how you feel, and you are, visibly going for or pursuing someone. So that could also be the case here. And if you are very much pursuing of this person, like, again, you are dealing with someone maybe that's thinking about how they're going to move forward, because there are other people involved, if it's on their side, or it could be your side where you're kind of in this non-committal mode. So at the base of the deck, we've got your partner's feelings, which is the Two of Cups. So this is in the position of what he's thinking or what she's thinking right now, which is further clarified by the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is someone who doesn't want to open up. So in their mind, they're very much like sold on you. They love you, they like you, they see a relationship with you, they feel like you're almost like a soulmate. I mean, the Star card and the Sun card together, like I said, it's almost idyllic. It's very, very lovely. And this person definitely feels it. And they're like, I feel so connected to this person. I feel like we're one, everything's like kind of wrapped together. Each of them are kind of wrapped in each other's arms. And then we've got these two snakes here wrapped around the same thing here. I forgot what the actual terms are. Sorry. But yeah, it's very romantic. Your partner has very romantic thoughts about you, but he keeps them to himself, or she keeps them to herself. Doesn't say anything because she doesn't want to risk anything. She doesn't feel like she can risk it. So maybe she feels like she will be, or he will be too hurt if they say anything. Like they will lose too much. They don't feel secure enough. They kind of like that security. They don't want to have, someone break their heart, I guess, or make them disappointed. So they just rather not say anything, I think. Which is why they got the Two of Swords here. So if you find that they are not speaking to you or not communicating, it's because they're concerned about the people and they really like you. But maybe they don't like competition, maybe it's things like that. But yeah, they don't want to put themselves on the line. They'd rather just stay secure where they are. They like the status quo. They don't like things to get messy and be insecure, and he doesn't know where, she doesn't know where she's coming or going. She doesn't like that. I don't think they like that. They want everything to kind of be a little bit predictable, so they're not really taking a risk. And so I think they feel like you're a bit of a risk because maybe you have got this kind of energy about you where you are looking for real love. Because often the Knight of Cups, even though he's all about the place, he is actually looking for real love. You know, that's really what he's all about. Even though he's playing and having fun, he actually is looking for the one, you know. So, but he's very playful about it. And he's very Casanova-like about it, I think. But he does actually believe in love. And I think you do believe in love, but you may be having a bit of fun right now. Sorry. Having a bit of fun right now and not committing. We've got a you here with the two of what? the Justice card. So in your mind, you're going through some quite major changes here with the Justice card. You're really trying to weigh up what way to go, whether to kind of entertain this relationship with this earth sign or maybe just to keep doing what you're doing. You're really trying to see, and ultimately the choice that you're making is like, is this going to suit me right now? You know, is it going to make me happy right now? Not so much, oh, if this is a good relationship, is this good for me? Am I lucky to have met this person? Like, oh wow, we get along so well, I should give it a chance. I think you are weighing up that, but I think also with the Justice card, you're also reminded to also ask, does it work for me? Like, yeah, okay, it looks really great on paper, it's great, you know, that's great, but is that what I need right now in my life? Can I really do I have time for it? Do I have the money for it? Do I have the energy for it? Whatever. It's really about asking yourself, like, what's true to you? So you may have to do some sort of inner soul searching as well to decide on whether or not you want this person. Your decisions need to be based on, and they should always ideally be based on, you know, your own inner truth rather than anything else, because you have to live with it ultimately. So then we've got the Nine of Swords for how your partner feels or what they intend to feel, and then we've got the Queen of Wands. So this could be that this person's trying to take control of the situation, but their intentions is to, like, think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it and try to think of a solution, but ultimately this sounds like a Virgo you're dealing with. Someone who worries a lot and gives things a lot of thought and goes within a lot. Yeah, this person basically is just trying to, they realize that they can't make you make a decision. They can't make you do anything. And on top of that, there's nothing else they can do. They feel like there's nothing else they can do. They feel like their hands are tied. But they can't relax still. Even though they can't do anything, they're still ready to do something, even though they can't do anything. So they're kind of stressing themselves out. And that's what the Nine of Swords kind of is. Like, it's just overthinking it, trying to find a solution when you know there's no actual solution. All you can do is wait for that person maybe to respond to you. But this person is like determined to find a way to figure it out, you know. But I think that even though they're trying to do that, they know that they can't make anything happen. Like, all they can do is try to get your attention, I guess, and be the best, look like the best option in some way. But yeah, they're trying to figure it out. I think that because ultimately what they want is control over the situation. They don't like, you know, they like control. They like everything to be as it should be in a way that they're familiar with and, you know, predictable. And with the Queen of Wands here, this would suggest, if it's clarifying the Nine of Swords, that they just want to have control. They want things to kind of go their way. The Queen of Wands, though, is still a blessing though, because she's very loving and she's very accommodating, and the greatest hostess, and she's got that kind of very loving, magnanimous, that's the right word, generous kind of like energy. So this person does feel very, very passionately towards you. They really do. And I think you kind of make them stronger as well. And when the Queen of Wands wants what she wants, yeah, you might as well just give it to her. Because she's either gonna, you know, when the Queen of Wands, when she really wants what she wants, she's gonna be really upset she doesn't get it. Like, you know, she's gonna be passionately upset. She's gonna be a diva about it. Queen of Wands wants what she wants, and I think that's also a bit to do with this too, that this person just really wants you now. The Queen of Wands can also be seen as someone who can manipulate a situation in various ways. So, especially with that little black cat there, always either on her lap or somewhere in the picture. And she's got a wand in her hand. I'm saying no more. So she could be someone who kind of maybe trying to figure out a way to manipulate the situation in various different, maybe more creative ways. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how to get things to work in their favor, I think. And then we've got the Three of Swords as to your intentions. So your intentions may be to give this person some bad news. I think either you're planning to give this person some bad news and say, look, yeah, I have been seeing other people, and yeah, it's because I wanted to. You know, maybe a little bit ultimately, you know, you're still in this mode. It's kind of like, it's because I wanted to. It wasn't really maybe you weren't thinking, or, you know, you just kind of did it because it felt good. But yeah, it looks like your intention is just to do you. Or to be honest as well, like if you have been seeing other people, I think you want to be honest about it. With the Three of Swords, you want to just like say it as well, no matter how horrible and painful it is. But I think once, you know, this does come out maybe, or you do say something, I think, yeah, it will really stress out this person. And this person's pride will be affected, like their ego will be kind of affected. Yeah. And just cause them a lot of stress. They'll kind of maybe even blame themselves, think that they did something wrong. But I think here you're being asked here that just to, with the Nine of Wands, it's saying here, you know, stick to your guns. Like if you don't like this person, or if you are looking for this ultimate love, which the Prince of Cups does ultimately usually look for, like he looks for the best. You know, it's a bit unrealistic, our Prince of Cups. So yeah, you might want the absolute best, and you might not be willing to give up that quest until you find it. And Spirit is saying, actually, yeah, I think you should do that. I think you should keep looking for what you want, like stick to it, be resilient. Don't give up just because of anything negative that's happened in the past. Keep going. Keep searching for your love. So I think Spirit may be encouraging you to keep on your path, actually. Or just to remind you as well that it's okay to say no to someone. It's okay to put your guards up and to be defensive for your own dreams and guard your own dreams, and not always give in to someone else because they really want something, or everyone else is telling you that it makes perfect sense or whatever. So then we got the Seven of Swords in the near future. So this is for your partner and how they're feeling. So they'll be feeling very much like having to be sly. This is someone who's investigating, trying to figure things out, being covert, which is clarified by the Chariot. So this person just is not going to give up, even if this person is sorry, that's your card as well, Cancer. I don't think they're giving up on you, Cancer. And happy birthday, by the way. Yeah, so I thought with the Seven of Swords, they're just it's just more covert. They'll get you. That's what I'm saying with the Queen of Wands as well, and the Nine of Swords. Like they're willing to use, not really by any means necessary, but they're willing to be covert, to like go undercover, to like figure things out, to try to find out how they can get your attention. I don't know, like they're being a bit sly. They're almost stealing you. You know, I feel like they're kind of going from behind you and taking you. You know, you might not see him coming or see her coming, but she might know that you like the cinema, or she might know that you like X, Y, Z, or he might know this, and then like always be there, or always, you know, maybe they're an event planner and they know that you love ice skating, so they create lots of ice skating events or something, so you always come, and then they might start talking about how much they love ice skating, and you know how, you know, that's a really bad example, but if you catch my drift, like someone who kind of figures out what you want and then kind of gives that to you. Because this is someone who is not giving up. They're determined to have you two be together. We've then got this for you. So in the near future, you'll be the Princess of Swords. So you'll be like, you could be talking with this person. You could actually end up being quite suspicious of this person, because maybe because they're so determined, you could actually start to ask a lot of questions about them, and I think you lose a bit of trust for them in the near future, which makes sense. Seven of Swords isn't very trustworthy. This person could come out and say something or do something that puts you off guard. But either way, this person is determined, regardless of how this plays out. If it's they're the ones that got the third party, or you've got the third party, this person in the near future is not going to give you up. And they're going to continue to lie to you to get what they want, if they're already lying to you. But it may be more kind of white lies, or lies to just to get you at least kind of on the same page with them, just to keep you listening, just to, yeah. And I don't think with the Princess of Swords, I think you're just like, I wasn't born yesterday, I've got loads of questions for you, and this is the, you know, so you're not just letting them tell you or sell you a story, and then you're, whatever it is, if they're lying to you about their infidelity, or if it's a case of them kind of doing really covert weird things to try and get your attention or get you to be with them, like if you find out about it, like you're not going to be impressed at all, and you're very very distrusting after that with this person. So the Nine of Wands is saying, you know, hang on in there, don't hang on, like maybe bad things are happening, or maybe this is a kind of stressful period for you, but ultimately this time will pass. I don't feel like it's like a huge issue, because there's not lots of major arcanas apart from in the beginning where there was this lovely meeting of minds here. But it looks like there's some sort of self-honesty that you need to kind of deal with and figure out what it is that you want in relationships, so you can actually start to pursue that. maybe this whole situation has given you more clarity as to what it is that you do want. Maybe meeting this person, yeah, they had really great attributes, it was really lovely in the beginning, but you may find that actually those qualities aren't as important as you thought, and that actually what you need is someone who's trustworthy, who's open, who's not going to go behind your back and try to do things, but is maybe more direct. You know, you might say something like that. That might be something along those lines, because there is like this sort of clarity, which is a strong energy in the reading, and self-honesty is also a strong energy, I feel, in the reading for both of you. But the Nine of Wands is saying here as well, you know, there's some sort of resilience that you need to keep. Not to give up. Be strong. So maybe it's a case that if you don't want this person, you know, don't just give in, because like I said, they sound fantastic. This person really does like you. With the Two of Cups, they do see you as a soulmate, but they're not going to take that risk. They're not going to, you know, put themselves all the way out there. They're going to just be covert and be like behind the scenes and try to do things like talk to your friends and stuff. And we've got the Dark Mail that's popped out for you, Cancer. Sorry, that was a bit of a vague reading, but I think we got some good messages out of it anyway. Okay, so Cancerians. But the Nine of Wands does actually remind me of Cancerians, because like you lot can be quite guarded sometimes. You know, once bitten, twice shy is really your kind of thing. So okay, Spirit's both telling me to shut up and just get on with the reading, so I'm going to do that. Oh, sorry guys, hay fever. Alright, so Cancerians, let's just take these. Okay, so we've got Karma as Spirit's overall message, and we've got True Gem being your obstacle. So True Gem could talk about self-esteem, knowing the value of something. When you know the value of something, you obviously protect it, and you could be protecting yourself there with the Nine of Wands. So Cancerians, July. Just saw a card here. The courting man, yeah, someone's out there courting, because we had the other card fly out, Dark Male, which I always see as someone who's quite flirtatious, not because he's a dark male, but because he's got his button, he's got like curly hair, he looks all like he should be in a boy band, and then he's got like this low cut top which is quite showing his cleavage. Like, who wears that unless they're trying to pull? Don't know. So yeah, I see there's definitely some courting going on. This person may be trying to make themselves really attractive to you, but actually it's becoming an obstacle. I think it's becoming irritating for you. This is only July anyway. You really don't trust this guy either, or this girl. You're just like, you're a bit pushy, aren't you? You don't do things up front, do you? Why do you do everything behind my back? Like, you know, you're just like, don't trust you. Because he's too pushy and too secretive. But really, he just doesn't want to put himself on the line. Just want to embarrass himself, I guess, or lose his security. Alright. Messages from YouTube. Okay. Let me just focus. Cancer. Cancer, July 2018. Okay, so we've got, you're dealing with short term. So you're learning about short-term relationships. Which makes sense. Looks like maybe you are the player, Cancerian. You see them as spiritual growth. they see you as the love triangle, or they're learning about love triangles, and they see you as the ice queen. Family is at the base of the deck. So don't know sure how family ties in, but family is obviously a major theme for you. But I thought it could be about protecting, because we can see this guy here protecting something, protecting a little girl, or it looks like he is kind of got his hand around her. Maybe that's kind of tying in. Maybe it's something to do with family for you, protecting your inner child. So spirit is saying it's karma. So choices that you make now. That's why this is so important. So choices that you make now will, greatly affect your future. So make them wisely. Choose in accordance with what you really want, who you really are, and your own inner truth. The true gem is the obstacle. Oh, sorry, this is what brings you together. So, true gem is the obstacle. So the obstacle here is actually recognizing something for its value when you see it. So it could be that the obstacle being the true gem is that for some reason you don't see each other's value. It could be that this person's quite fascinated with you as well, seeing as we have seen how it is. It could be the fact that he sees you as such a true gem. He sees you as being maybe this ideal one, that it's causing a bit of an obstacle between you. Maybe it's like an over appreciation. They see you as a true gem. They see you as their soulmate here. These two cards. We've got the lovely Two of Cups. So yeah, I think they just see you as like someone really, really special, but it's like maybe too intense for you at this stage, maybe. We thought what brings you together is the courting man. So although I saw it as an obstacle, and the reading is kind of showing that there is maybe an obstacle, someone maybe being a bit too pushy, or maybe their approach is a bit too covert and a bit too sideways. This is actually what brings you together, is the fact that maybe this person is courting you. This person is trying to get your attention. They are trying to maybe buy you gifts or do nice things for you, or figuring out what you like, or speaking to your friends, etc., etc., to try and get you. And it's actually this person's pursuit of you that's keeping you together. But you're being advised here with the Nine of Wands to keep your guard up. It's interesting. So if this isn't for you, like, keep your guard up, yeah. You're learning about short-term relationships. So you're maybe learning a lot through your short-term kind of engagements. Maybe you're going on dates and stuff, and you're learning a lot through that. Maybe you're learning that, people may meet you as you're dating lots of people that might really get attached to you or may really like you. And that sometimes you have to break people's hearts, and it's not nice. And this really has got to do, and that's why I think Spirit is saying karma. Be careful of your actions. Be careful of, it's fun to have fun, and it is summer, and who needs to be committed if you don't want to be, like, have fun. But it's also saying that even though you may feel carefree, every decision affects the future. Like, nothing that you do is non-consequential. Like, everything has an effect. So Spirit is saying, okay, cool, like, do your thing, but karma, like, there's karma for everything. So just be careful about how you go about things. And it could be that Spirit is saying as well, well, you led this guy on, or you led her on, you made them believe, or you gave them the feeling. So if you are going to have short-term relationships, which you are learning about, just make sure that maybe the person knows that you want a short-term relationship, or you're not really interested in making a commitment too soon. Or, maybe not being afraid to break people's hearts and being honest with yourself, and sometimes having to deliver harsh truths. I mean, you're tough, you're a Cancerian, you've got your hard shell, and other people may need to take a leaf out of your book, and sometimes the truth isn't always nice. So You could be delivering a harsh truth as well at the end of the month. The Page of Swords could also be someone who delivers a harsh truth in an immature way. Um, is that, you know, they're truthful and they're honest, but they're like almost like innocently knocking over things. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. So you could kind of, again, that's part of my spirit saying karma. If you are going to break something to this person, because you are looking for love, and that's what you're really going to be going for, which is fantastic. That's really what you're letting this down for, is because you want love, real love, and you might recognize this isn't the person for you. But if you do go in to say that, just be careful. Know that there are consequences. People can be crazy. And you know, what do you want your next few months to look like? Hassle from this person or not? So be as nice as you can, maybe be as mature as you can, you know. And you're a very caring person anyway, Cancer, so I'm sure that you would you know, be really, really careful about how you said anything anyway. But yeah, the message is there anyway. And then we've got spiritual growth for how you see them. So you see them as going through a lot of changes um, throughout this time, and really growing as a person. So maybe you see them learning their lessons, you know. Yeah, they see you as triangles. They just think that, like it was said in the very beginning and center of the reading, they're indecisive because, or they're not saying anything to you. They're not maybe approaching you or telling you how they feel, and instead they're being all covert and all like Nine of Swords, like in their head about it, rather than just coming out and telling you what they, you know, that they like you. They're not. They're kind of staying up at night and planning and trying to do things behind your back or in a covert way. But it's because they think they're going to get embarrassed that you're going to just like tell them you don't want them, and maybe that's the case. um, so they're learning about that, and they're probably learning that, you know, when you meet someone initially, they may be with someone, they may be developing or talking to somebody, and then that's okay, you know. You have to learn to like a bit of competition sometimes, and that sometimes there will be competition, you know. I think this person's kind of learning that. And they see you as the ice queen, or this is how they're experiencing it. They're experiencing you as maybe someone who isn't very talkative, communicative, or wanting to be with them, or even more so, just someone who's not in their feelings. You know what you want, and Cancerians can be that way too. Cancerians are just like be completely non-emotional when they want to be, like, you know, I'm not showing you no love, you know, and that's it. And they kind of like put up their shell. That's it. Um, so it could be a bit of that happening. Maybe they see you as being kind of standoffish, not really giving them any time, not being very, not maybe not being very approachable, and also, you know, very much a strong woman in their own right. We have got the Queen of Wands here, and I always usually the Queen of Wands always reminds me of Cancerians. So yeah, I think they see you as a very strong individual. And I think they're kind of growing a bit of a backbone, dare I say it. I think they're growing a bit of a backbone. It's like to realise that, you know, they want something, they're gonna have to go out on a limb. You know, these cards are dropping. We've got Round and Round. That's popped out. I'm going to give you one card, Cancerian, for the month of July. Cancerian for July 2018. Okay, we've got Regeneration. Okay. So Regeneration would talk to some sort of renewal, some good thing coming out of a bad thing. Look closely, there's like a little tree budding or growing out of lava or volcanic ash. So it is saying that, there could be a lot of turmoil at the moment, but this really is, I think it's significant, or this is like a major time of change. Yeah, it's a major time of change, I think, for your partner, especially because if they are experiencing spiritual growth and they are learning, I think, how to, deal with these kind of situations. So yeah, maybe this is the beginning of something new. Maybe this is a very, very new, like very, very early beginning of something possibly budding in the future. But it looks like there's a lot to go on. Like I think there's a lot of changes, I think, for your partner that they've got to go through with spiritual growth. So a lot needs to like happen first before anything even kind of starts to grow, So yeah, I think we've done this reading in the middle of a kind of transitional period, possibly for you as well, as you're kind of still dating people, or they're still kind of dating people, and like you finally kind of realize that maybe you really like each other. Someone's not giving up and wants things to continue, and they will do everything they can to kind of get that to happen. And I think it's your partner that feels that way. But I don't think you're ready right now, for whatever reason. But hey, I could be wrong. So yeah, so I'm gonna just pull one more card. That regeneration card is just okay. So you got the fates. So it could be mean that everything's happening at the right time. We do have the karma card. Yeah, so all in good time, maybe that's what this is about. Yeah, okay, you are gonna push everything back that doesn't meet your requirements or is in line with your overall goals in terms of love. I think it's saying to you that maybe give this some time. It could develop maybe into something more than you think. And this is a very karmic time for you. This person could be bringing in some karmic lessons for you as well. So it's very fated. So you're both learning a lot. So, wow. Could even be changing the way you think about love, It's a big reading. And it could be so many things. So I'm going to end it there. I hope that was helpful. But I do feel like it's some sort of fated union. And I think you're going to have to wait to see how it pans out. And just be resilient about that. Don't give in. This person doesn't meet your requirements yet, then don't give in. This person, if you kind of set your standard at a particular level, I think this person looks like they will jump through hoops, or they will do whatever it takes. They'll be willing to compromise. So yeah, stand your ground. I think you've been asked to do. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Cancerian. Cancerian, Cancer. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you like your own reading, simply email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to carry out reading for you. All right, take care. I'm taking a nap. Bye.